But in China, I don't get lots of different answers. I only get one answer in China. I actually published 3 books in Mandarin. Well, basically, to be quite honest, I haven't got a clue whether it's my books because I don't read Mandarin, but they claim it's my book. So it's kind of funny actually standing somewhere launching a book and you don't know if it's your books or not because you can't read the damn thing, you know. Could be something else they put up there and everybody's just sitting there laughing, you know, look at that guy, he's just talking about something, he thinks it's his books. Anyway, when I'm in China, I always been asking, Chinese, why is it that you decided to buy and read one of my books? And as I just said, in the rest of the world, I get lots of different answers. But in China, regardless how many people I'm asking, I always get the same answer. And the answer I get in China is the following. I bought and read your book because I want to know how the enemy is thinking. The first time I got that answer, I was completely puzzled. I couldn't figure it out. And then I got the same answer again and again and again. And then at one point, I'm not that quick, but at one point I decided I need to figure out what the heck is the point of what they're saying. Who is the enemy first and foremost? Who do you think is the enemy in this phrase as the Chinese are saying? Who do you think that might be? That is the counterpart. That's everybody negotiating with the Chinese. So that's everybody traveling to China because they want to buy something, or everybody traveling to China because they want to sell something, right? So that is the enemy, that's the counterpart. And what is it they're saying? We are reading your book because we want to know how the enemy is thinking. Do you know what this is? This is just a pure impact of genius, what they're doing. I actually feel that a lot of the West and a lot of the world who has an impact and is actually inspired by the West is extremely egocentric. How many of you guys are very egocentric? Could you raise your hand? You understood the question? How many of you are very egocentric? Okay, so either some of you won't reveal it or you don't know it, because a lot of you guys in the room right now is extremely egocentric. I am. And I know that for a fact because I'm coming from the Western world. And we have a tendency to be extremely egocentric, especially when we're moving into a negotiation. Very often we're getting into a negotiation thinking, hey, I got some cost, I got some profit, I need to get this, I don't want to reveal this, and I should be very careful not losing this one. And we have a tendency to completely forget there's somebody sitting on the other side of the table that has a temperature and a heartbeat, okay? So that means they might have some interest as well. Now, just getting back to the Chinese philosophy, when they're moving into a negotiation, they are not planning their tactics, strategy, starting point, threshold of pain, or target before they know the aim of the counterpart, which is just pure genius, because that's basically what we want to do. But a lot of negotiators around the world have a tendency